morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to another edition of the Truth Conductor. One day I'm gonna have the horns and the music and the studio, all of that. All of that is coming. It's coming. Um, man, I got a coupon uh, to for a rate of $72 a night for this hotel. And I need some people to help me out. No, I'm not begging. I'm trying to keep my head above water. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not begging. I'm trying to keep my head above water. And the right way. I thought I'd put that in there because I be doing a whole bunch of shit right now to try to get some money. I ain't lying, man. Because people fall prey every day to temptation. Let me say that again. People fall prey every day to temptation. Temptation destroys a lot of lives. And sometimes permanently. You know, giving in to your temptation can actually get you killed. And people take for granted that that can't happen. And especially to them. Do you realize how much on a daily basis that people just take things for granted? And when they walk out their door, they take it for granted they're coming back. And some of them don't. Some of them just going right around the corner to the store and never make it back. But we take something that simple for granted. Like it automatically supposed to happen. And we going on about our business and be in shock when something interrupts our habit, our thinking, what we taking for granted. So many people right now, man, just you know, take things for granted, like it can't happen to them. And consequently, when it does, now they in a panic. Now they're embarrassed. See, so, nobody knows what life holds. Nobody knows what life holds. And the only thing that you can do is try to live it as honorable and respectful as you possibly can. That's That's the only thing you can do with life, man. Is just try to live it honorably. You ever thought about there are some people that die with dignity, and then there's some people that don't. You know, there's some people that have a tragic death, and then there's some people that can die with their family. You know, that's you know, when you can die with your loved ones surrounding you, man, that's an honorable death. That's an honorable death. When you can die with your loved ones surrounding you. But I mean, you know, when you die as a result of a tragedy, you know, you got some people whose bodies are never found. You know, families got to mourn. I saw where this couple went on vacation somewhere in the Caribbean and got swept out to sea, gone. See, so you know, things like that, we take that for granted. You know, and and how you live has a lot to do with that. I mean, surely, man, I would love when my time's up, man, to have my family around me, giving me some love as I cross over. I would love to. I love to go out that way. You know, and a lot of people don't even think about that, man. I mean, I would like to have an honorable death. I don't want to be no tragedy. I don't, you know, no disappearance and all of this other stuff. Now, let me have an honorable death. Lord, that's what I pray. Give me an honorable death. You know, where because we got to face it, and that's what people don't realize, man. I mean, you know, we talk about a lot of things, people, but death ain't one of them. A lot of people don't, you know, want to discuss that. A lot of people don't want to deal with it, but it's a reality because we all gonna have to face it sooner or later. And for some of us, it's sooner because of our age. You see, so you know, um, and when you're young, you know, you don't think about stuff like this. You don't even entertain death. You know, when you're young, dumb, and full of cum. You ain't death is the last thing you thinking about. Cause you got so much life ahead of you. And saying even that people take for granted. That they got so much life ahead of them. And and I gotta tell you, man, it only takes one little thing to turn your life for the good or for the bad. All it takes is one little thing. And it can turn your life for the good or for the bad. One little thing can go either way, depending upon what you're trying to do. And right now, you got so many people that, you know, all they know how to do is take shortcuts. That's the only way they know how to do it, is take a shortcut. They don't have the patience to do it the right way. And consequently, it's what you get. Um, Let me look at some of the headlines for the day. Let y'all know what I think about some of this foolishness that's going on in the world. I think this thing with the indictment of Trump, I don't think it's going to have the effect people think it's going to have. I don't think it's going. I don't think because he's a former president, that is going to shield him from a lot of stuff. And it's almost like we know you're wrong, but you're going to get away with it. You know, and we gonna try to do what we can. I don't think it's gonna be the, you know, everybody looking for, you know, to see him in handcuffs and all of that stuff. I'd be surprised. Now, I can't say that about his children. Okay? That's a horse of another color. You know? And you might be surprised that it might be one of his children that be testifying against him. Because that boy Eric is soft. that boy Eric is real soft, boy. I ain't lying. He's soft. I don't know why I got deleted. I didn't delete it. I ain't got no moderator, so I don't know what happened. But I don't know. So maybe I'm shadow banned. Maybe that's how come I can't get over 20. I never can get over 20 people, you know, in my. Isn't it interesting that she is now going to Russia to support Putin. Isn't that interesting? She is now going to Russia to support Putin. And what's all Americans addicted to? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And he's getting ready to go over and support Putin. And y'all still tick-tocking. Isn't that interesting? You talk about fake news, but you don't see the damage that TikTok is doing. And y'all take it for granted that people play fair. And they don't play fair, man. They cheat. They really do. And if you ain't never been cheated on, count yourself blessed. Because people will cheat. And just because they say they're doing one thing, and I bet you right now, I bet you right now, none of y'all read the terms of service to TikTok. If you got a TikTok, I bet you didn't read the terms of service. You just agreed and cross your finger. And that's what you do, man. You with the terms of service. You don't take time to read that stuff, man. You just go ahead and agree and go on about your business. And you don't know what you done gave up. You have no idea. Because you didn't read the terms of service. But you gave them permission. One, we know to control your microphone. Two, we know to control your camera. And we know this thing here is always listening. It's always listening. And then too, with TikTok, you done gave them access to your bank account. Because that's how you get paid. That's how they make your direct deposits. They got your routing and checking information. And since they have control of your phone, they got your passwords too. See, y'all, again, man, y'all think people play fair. And they don't. How you think they got rich? And the sad part is, you see, we're so easily manipulated as a people. Whatever the trend is, that's what people want to jump on. TikTok is the trend now. Everybody TikToking. You see, and then when TikTok fall over, there'll be another trend. And another trend. And it's the people that's looking down the road are the ones that's going to be able to survive. They're the ones that's going to be able to prepare themselves because they're anticipating what's going to happen. See, a lot of people, man, they just going along to get along. The only thing they interested in is some drama. And them the ones that's gonna be the first ones to panic. So I'm telling you. Okay. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you. Um, and see, like right now, man, we see things are starting to go haywire. You see the disruption of the banking system. And we ain't gonna be able to do this by ourselves. See, people are gonna need each other. Some of the same people right now that are hating each other are gonna find out they can't make it without each other. See, that's the sad part. That people hating each other can't make it without each other. And they still fighting the tooth and nail. And can't make it without each other. See, we got to stop this throwing the baby out with the bathwater approach. See that when you throw the baby out with the bathwater, that's everything. And see, you know, we just cast a net over everybody. And I keep telling y'all, this is about good versus evil. That's what this battle is about. Good versus evil. And right now, evil is having its way because evil has been successful in making good doubt itself. See, evil has divided good people. Evil had good people afraid of themselves. See that's good people's fault. That they have allowed this to happen. You can't blame evil for that. That's good people's fault. See, because good people are sitting on the sidelines, man, wishing and praying. Don't want to get involved. Don't want to roll their sleeves up. And it's getting worse and worse every day. And people don't want to get involved. See, we can show success doing it the wrong way. How come we can't show success doing it the right way? How come people are struggling doing it the right way? I mean, look at these four little boys, two little boys down in Houston. That was selling water, man, and some grown ass niggas come up and rob them boys. See, if you want to instill something, and catch them young. Catch them young. And you got them. Why do you think these drag queens are going after these little kids because they want them young. They want to get that in them when they young. And we only hurting ourselves. We only hurting ourselves. And people will sit back and watch something like this and still won't generate any other positive stories to counteract that. See, that's what, this is how we gonna have to get in this fight. We gonna have to start getting stories to counteract the narrative that's being told. And that means, you know, and see, there are more good people than there are evil. That's the sad part. It's more good people than evil. But evil is having its way right now. Because the masses of the good people are afraid. And that, it's just that simple. You have to take your hand. I mean, they've done a masterful job dividing us. And it's so masterful that they even put the mask of race on top of it. And that's what we believe. We see this mask of race and we think that's the issue. And evil is hiding behind that mask. That's how good evil has been to trick good people. You know, it's able to hide behind race. You got probate court, you got child support court, and you have what's the other one? Divorce court. Every day. Them people ain't even speaking to each other, man. Every day. Families ain't even speaking because of probate. See, we don't talk about that. People who was once in love, man, couldn't keep their hands off each other. Now won't even speak to each other. Ain't that interesting? You got people, man, you know, at one point, boy, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. Every time they turn around, trying to get a little bit in. And now won't even speak to each other. Got children and won't even speak to each other. Got husband and wives living under the same roof, sleeping in separate rooms, raising dysfunctional children, and will turn around and tell you they don't hate nobody. And you can't even sleep in the same bed with the person you claim you love. And then you turn around and pour some race and politics on top of that. Man, you got a lethal explosion. See, we don't deal with the everyday issues that's keeping us divided. See, that's what we need to get to. That's why so many people are under pressure, man. That's why so many people are snapping. Because folk are only looking at race and politics. There are a whole bunch of issues that's keeping people, that's in tore families apart. And see, and if you know, if what can you say, man? Well, I will do that. I will do that. Yeah, this ain't hard, man. This ain't hard at all. It just takes some commitment from people. It just takes some dedication from people to talk to each other, regardless of the feelings. See, if we can just get people to start talking to each other, not at each other, with this hatred and division and animosity, but start talking to each other with some compassion, some love, and some understanding. Ain't nobody perfect, man. We all got some isms in our closet. Let me say that again. We all got some isms in our closet. So if ain't nobody perfect, why can't we talk to one another and stop talking at each other? See, that is the problem. And and I'm telling y'all, I mean, a lot of y'all don't believe me, but look how difficult it is to do it the right way. And here this boy, man, I'm gonna show you how bold, man. I'm gonna show you how bold evil is. Here this boy Santos in New York done filed for re-election. The boy done lied to get up there. And now he has filed. See, this the kind of stuff that's if if you or me went in court and lied, shit, they be beating our door down right now. And see, they got proof. This boy went up and said he worked somewhere that he didn't work, had a job that he didn't have. Told a judge. That's perjury. See, if you or I did something like that, man, just like that, we'd be locked up. And see, and this will show you that criminal justice system ain't fair. See, we've been trying to tell y'all that all along. This criminal justice system ain't fair. And see, and a lot of people, oh, there you go. All you want to do is sit back and complain. You know, we don't have no proof of your allegation. And look how they treating some of them January 6th defendants. Walking all over them cats, man. Cause they ain't gonna play fair. They ain't gonna play fair. and you're gonna have to get in line behind the rest of the jokers trying to sue. Get in line, buddy, because that's gonna be a wait. See, and then you're gonna be up against the statute of limitations. See, that's the name of the game. Run out the statute of limitations. And when you ain't got no money, that's your biggest enemy. Is the statute of limitations. That's your biggest enemy. And see, and the system is designed, man. Listen to me. The system is designed for you not to have success representing yourself. It's designed that way. Because they got to pay their student loans, man. They can't let you come in there on your own and work that system. It sure does. It sure does. That's why, man, listen to me. For all of you that believe there is some fairness, if you ever get caught up in that criminal justice system, that public defender ain't gonna go but so much. Because they trying to pay off a student loan. And the government is paying. You ain't paying them. The government is paying them. And it ain't but so much they gonna do to represent you. That's why they're a public defender. See, because they need that security blanket, which is a job. See, they need that income because they're not savvy enough to get out and get it on their own. So you ain't gonna get but so much out of a public defender. Don't go in there thinking like that's your lawyer. That's their lawyer. That's not your lawyer. They paying him or her. All right? So you know, and it ain't but so much they gonna do. Because again, you got to realize, man, you got a lot of these kids going to college now that are burdened with these student loans, and you got high school dropouts flying private off social media. Social media has made the need for an education obsolete. Because all you got to do is get out here and do something stupid and get a bunch of followers and you're going to start making money. Just that simple. You're going to start making money. And the sad part about it, the majority of the people that's making the money can't grow it. They can only use it. They're consumers. They can't grow their money, man. That's why they got to keep up that grind. I'll sure see what I can do. And I mean, speaking of jail, I blame Sandra Bland's death. on her family. Her family wouldn't go get out of jail. She couldn't get nobody to bail her out. And you don't know how depressing that is, man. When you calling folk, not one, you know you have been unjustly detained. You know that. And now you trying to get out too? Okay. And now you're trying to get out and you can't find nobody to come to your aid? And and now you're caged. Man, listen, once that door closed on you, all kinds of stuff start going through your mind, man. I'm serious. You know, if you ain't never been locked up before, man, once they close them doors on you, and you finally realize that you behind bars, man, your mind start playing with you. Your mind gonna start playing with you. And see, and we don't know how sensitive she was. See, they saying, and see, they wouldn't even bail her out and turn around and sue and got millions. That's the part that disturbed me. Y'all wouldn't even bail her out. And you gonna turn around and get millions of dollars for her death, and you wouldn't even come get her. But now you love her. See, now, you so attentive, but you wouldn't even come get her out. So I blame Sandra Bland's death on her family, and ain't nobody ever called them out because they was too cheap to go get her. If they had bailed that girl out, she'd be alive today. It's just that simple. All right? Listen, uh, I got 3 more hours. I got to get up out of here, man. I got a coupon for $72 a night for this room. Okay? Yeah. Um, well, there's a price that comes with freedom. See, when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a true entrepreneur, then you depend on yourself. You know, when you're a true entrepreneur, you gon' what you need and what you want, it's gonna come out of you. See, because you're very conscious about working for other people. You're very conscious about that middleman. And see, when you talking about freedom, you talking about taking out, man, that middleman. That's freedom. When you ain't got no middleman. When you're dealing directly with the source. And see, and that's what that middleman is what enslaves us. what keeps us in bondage. That middleman. See, because, think about this, y'all. Black people were never taught financial literacy. We've never been taught financial literacy. We haven't been taught how to circulate our money among ourselves. We haven't been taught that. So consequently, we get exploited. Because everybody knows that we haven't been taught financial literacy, so they can give us bad loans. See, they can keep us in bondage because we haven't been taught better. We don't know no better. See, we have to get in it and go through it to learn because we haven't been taught. And it's that going through process that destroys a lot of people, man. Make a lot of people give up hope. And giving up hope is real easy to do, especially now when you got so much going on. Man, it's easy. Look how easy it is for these young kids to throw in the towel, man, to quit. To go do something stupid. Just to get some attention. They get out here and go do something stupid. Just to get some attention. And because that's what, they see as profitable. That's what we show them that works. We're not showing them anything positive that works. So consequently, they have no desire because they don't see anything positive working. And if we don't change that, we all are doomed, man. We all have a good possibility of being a target. I mean, that's just a possibility, man. See, it's not, see, fancy cars, expensive cars, it used to be a status symbol. And right now, it's a target. Depending on what kind of car you drive, shit, these youngins might want to snatch your shit. You don't know. And it used to be a symbol. But now it's a target. Okay? Seriously, think about that, man. Cars used to be a status symbol, and now they're targets. Because there's somebody out here who wants something for nothing, and they want to take your car. Okay? Wow. Well, here again, I keep telling people, when you get on this road called success, man, you're going to sacrifice something. You're going to give up something. You're going to do without something. When you get on this road called success, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Oh, man. That's it. When you get on this road called success, man, you can't have your cake and eat it too. All right? And that's what these young people want to do. They want to have their cake and eat it too. See, they want to live a luxurious lifestyle while they still trying to make it. Because they worried about what image they're portraying instead of putting their head down and working and accumulating. You see, once you get it, then you can enjoy it. They trying to enjoy it while they getting it. See, and that's how they get tricked with the cars, the houses, and the parties. See, not counting them expenses. And seeing so often when we trying to make it, we jump into these images that carry a lot of expenses. You see, give you an example. All of these girls going down. I'm still here, David. I'm still here, man. At least until 11 anyway. I'm still here till 11 anyway. Uh, 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 let me show you an example. All these girls going down there getting that BBL surgery. You think they ain't taking no medication? Think about that. All these women down here in their vanity, going down getting these butt shots and getting all this silicone shit put in their butt. You think they ain't taking no medication? I mean, think about it. You think they ain't on medication? And all medication have what? Side effects. Let me say that again. All medications have side effects. Okay? Man, maybe you ought to try to turn your hobby into a business, Paul, instead of trying to go out here and work for somebody else. Man, why don't you try one of your hobbies and see if people pay you to do it? I mean, if you like cleaning cars, if you're good at washing cars, why don't you open up your car business instead of going out here trying to work for somebody else? See, that's the thing that a lot of people overlook. A lot of your hobbies, you can make money on. You got some people can sew their ass off, working a job, and can sew their asses off, and they working a job. Same thing with cooking. You got some people can cook their asses off and working a job because they don't have the confidence in themselves. See, man, when you step out here talking about you want to be free, you want to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have to believe in yourself. Even when you fall flat on your face, you're going to have to believe in yourself, man. You can't take that fall personal. See, that's what the most folks struggle with. See, they take adversity personal. like it's something against them. And it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's the process you gotta go through. That's what that is. And seeing a lot of people, I don't think it's a good idea, man. Because again, see, you looking at, man, you got to stay on top of it. You can be disqualified too easy. So why put yourself in a position with something that can disqualify you? And you can get disqualified in your greatest time of need. Why put yourself in that position when you can take one of your hobbies and work just as hard trying to develop that as you could on a job? And see, and that's one of the things you'll find most people are afraid of. Most folk are afraid to work just as hard for themselves as they would for somebody else. Most folk are afraid to do that for themselves. They're afraid. They're afraid to work hard for themselves. But man, they'll give somebody else every drop of blood they got. But they won't do it for themselves. You'll be surprised, man, how many people need that safety net of benefits. You'd be surprised. A lot of people need that safety net, man. A lot of people can't make it without some benefits. A lot of people. I mean, serious, man. And see, and what's the first thing somebody want to put down about you? It's your ideas. And what's the first thing they steal? Your ideas. See, that's how come you have to be careful, man. The very person that's trying to talk you out of your idea could be the very one that'll steal it. Okay? The very one, man. And listen to me, y'all. It's always a friend. Somebody you know that can hurt you. Think about it. The majority of the hurt that you've gotten has been from somebody you know. See, a lot of times we put a lot of faith in the people that we know. And those are the ones that can hurt you the most. The ones you know. See, because they know some details about you. Stranger don't know nothing about you. Stranger don't know your schedule. That's somebody that know you. That's somebody been watching you. You see, so keep that in mind. And I'm saying that to say, man, you have to be careful who you're friends with. Let me say that again. You have to be careful who you're friends with. Because who you friends with can get you killed. Let me say that again. Who you friends with can get you killed. Look at Breonna Taylor. They wasn't after her. They was after her boyfriend. And she got killed. You think God didn't try to warn her, man, get away from this guy? You think the universe didn't try to warn her? Get away from this guy. Let him go. That's a bad move. You think she didn't try to get warned? No. No, they had the right guy. They had the right guy. They knew him. They knew him. But it's just, hanging with the wrong person can get you killed. Look at John Morant. Shit, we ain't got to go to Breonna Taylor. Look at John Morant. Hit this boy on top of the world. And he done let somebody slip him a gun. And now he realizing how many millions of dollars he done lost. See, now he coming to his senses. See, now it took him to see what he can lose to come to his senses. You mean you didn't have that sense before? You didn't think about that before? And I can tell you, one of the reasons he did that shit, because he done got away with a lot. That boy done got away with a lot. And he kept pushing the envelope. Okay? Kept pushing the envelope. And what the first thing he ran? Back to church. That's the first place he ran, back to church. He wasn't in church before that. But now, to save your image, you going back to church. See, that's to save your image. I believe it's gonna work out. I believe it's gonna work out. I believe it is. I don't know how. Don't know how. See, so the question you have to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice to be successful? What am I willing to compromise to be successful? And when you can answer those two questions honestly and see, this is what's difficult for a lot of people, is to be honest with themselves. That's the biggie. Most folk can't be honest with themselves. That's why it's so easy for them to lie to other people, because they can't be honest with themselves. And because they can't be honest with themselves, they don't believe nobody else. Everybody else is a suspect because they can't be honest with themselves. So they don't think nobody else can be honest with them. You'll be surprised how many people feel that way. How many people think like that? How many people feel like that? Have no hope, man. Have no hope. Don't see no way out. And You know, if you ain't never felt hopeless before, you ain't lived. Let me say that again. If you've never felt hopeless before, you haven't lived. Your life has been easy. You got some people out here, man, that literally take it a day at a time. One day at a time. That's how bad the struggle is. One day at a time. And because we're so divided, see, we don't have the kind of compassion that we should have for one another. Because we're too divided, man. See, it's too easy for us to look down or condemn somebody that might be facing some adversity. I never counted the words on that. I never counted the words. That's interesting. That's interesting. I never counted the words, man. Never counted the words. Damn, I never counted the words. You're absolutely right. 7 words. That you just put a new wrinkle on my brain. I never counted the words. Wow. You're right, it is 7 words. And see, let me show y'all. Sometimes you always have to be conscious of little hints. You always got to be conscious of little bitty hints. You know? You always got to be conscious. So, wow. There is, by design, we are supposed to be afraid of each other, not trust each other, and not to give each other a chance. That's by design. And that's why we have the conditions in the world. Wow. Wow. Hey, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, y'all. It's 9:36 Eastern Standard Time. Um, just in case, I'm gonna go start putting some more stuff back in my car. Oh man. A lot of times, boy, you gotta motivate yourself. You're not. If there's one thing I could say to people, a lot of times folks are not gonna have an appreciation for the good that you're trying to offer. Um, and that's when you have to believe in yourself. That's when you have to encourage yourself. See, if you're a person that repetition bores, um, you ain't gonna make it. I ain't trying to come nowhere near Birmingham, man. That's where I'm from. I ain't trying to come back down there, dude. I ain't trying to come back down there, bro. No, thank you though. I appreciate it. But yeah, Alabama is a good place to be from. It's a good place to be from. See, I can't say the stuff in Alabama that I can say in DC. See, I understand the culture in Alabama. And I know them jokers, see, they'll catch you with your back turned. See, so no, I'm good. I'll stay right here. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I know all about Birmingham, man. All about Birmingham. Yeah, it's my stumping ground. Sure is. It's my stumping ground, bro. Man, speaking of Birmingham, shoot, I'd love, boy, to be able to come in and create a Black History tour for Birmingham. Man, I bet you that joint would be off the chain. A Black History tour. I mean, think about that, man. All of that civil rights history that's right there, just dying on the vine. See that, and that's what I be trying to show people. Man, we got so much history that's just dying on the vines, cause ain't nobody using it. Ain't nobody using it, man. It's just going to waste. And people don't even know how valuable it is. And they just let it go to waste. See, I ain't interested in meeting no woman, man. I'm married, dude. You see, I got a ring. I'm married, and that's the first and the last time you gonna come up in here talking about introducing me to a woman. Don't do that shit to me no more, bro. I don't appreciate that, man. Because you fuck around on your wife, don't come up here and assume that I'm interested. Why I need you to introduce me to a woman? Like I can't get one on my own if I want one. Don't do that shit, man. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that at all. I don't appreciate that. Motherfucker, and apologize right now. I thank you. Thank you. And get your ass up out of here. Thank you. Get up out of here. Get up. I don't appreciate that, man. Hey, I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to do something right. Why you gonna bring some temptation up to me? Why you gonna try to get me off when I'm trying to do right? See, that's how folk are, man. That's how people will do. That's a classic example. Shit. What makes you think I'm interested? And leave it alone, dog. Leave it alone. You know. But again, see, they think everybody is good with everything. Man, you can't go along with everything. You're gonna have to draw a line. And see, most of y'all are afraid to draw a line. See, because you go along just to get along, just to have some peace. I don't support same-sex marriage. I don't support transgender and all that other bullshit y'all be talking about. And I have just as much right to my opinion as you have to yours. Just because you think it's the right thing to do, I have just as much right to think it's the wrong thing to do. But see, because I don't agree with you, you want to talk about, I hate you. I don't hate you. I hate your lifestyle. That's what I hate. I hate your lifestyle. Ain't got nothing to do with you as a person. And I have just as much right to my opinion as you do to yours. I have just as much right. And this is the thing that people, you have just as much right to your opinion as they do. What makes theirs right and what makes yours wrong? See, that's how I address that. I have a right to disagree with that. And you can't take my right away. You can't make me agree with it. And see, and you got so many people out here compromising just to get along. Just so you won't insult nobody. Talking about that. Chant that she bullshit. Motherfucker, you a man. You got a dick. I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. You got a dick. You're a man. You can call yourself whatever you want. You're a man. Because you can't have no babies. You're a man. You ain't got no womb. You're a man. Just like that. And if you ain't got no dick, you're a woman. I don't care what you call yourself. You're a woman. Let me show you something, man. Listen. See, let's talk about some women. The majority of them are in love with some plastic. Let me say that again. The majority of them are in love with some plastic, something that ain't real. True conductor, what you talking? Oh, you thought a strap-on was real? You thought that was real? And that's what you in love with? A strap-on? Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break. Okay? All right? Give me a break. Because I bring that up, now you want to demonize me. And I have just as much right to my opinion as you do to yours. And that's how I deal with it. I ain't got to. At the end of the day, when you close your eyes, it ain't gonna have nothing to do with me. I ain't gonna reap nothing from what you did in your life when you close your eyes. So it don't matter to me. When I close my eyes, man, I'm gonna have to deal with my life. I ain't gonna have to deal with nobody else's life. So I could care less what you do. Because when you close your eyes, you got to deal with that, not me. I can tell you, but if you don't want to listen, you got to deal with that, buddy. You and if the lifestyle was so correct, what's going on, Dwayne? How come they can't produce after each other? Everything God created can produce after itself. So all you transgenders, if God created you, how come you can't produce after yourself? How come you got to come over here to the heterosexual pool? Uh, uh, all you gay people, if God created you, why you got to come to the heterosexual pool to replenish? If God created you that way, how come you can't produce after yourself? Think about that. That lifestyle has to come to the heterosexual pool to replenish. And when they coming young. They coming after the young. That's how they replenish. See, they have to convert somebody to that lifestyle. If they never convert somebody to that lifestyle, it's gone. It's dead. It won't survive. And they know that. That's why they constantly trying to bombard these kids. I'm telling you, man. Because that's the only way they can replenish. See, they're going to have to convert somebody from the heterosexual pool to that lifestyle to keep it going. That's the only way they can keep it going. And that's why they make it so glamorous. See, that's why they make it so appealing for conversion. See, y'all need to understand the game, man. Understand the process. See, and the biggest culprit behind this is the press. They're the ones that's putting these images out, man. That this is cool. You know, they giving all of these kids this notoriety because of their stand and this lifestyle. And then once the kids find out they've been used and they ain't as important as they thought they were. See, now this shit getting ready to hit the fan. So I'm gonna tell you a kid that they gonna mess up real bad. That little Kyle Rittenhouse, that boy gonna get messed up real bad. Cause he gonna find out he ain't as important as they made him out to be. Or made him think he's out to be. They gonna use that kid, man. And he'll end up probably getting killed himself. You know, getting out doing something stupid. And somebody end up killing him. Because, you know, the illusion that they then painted him wasn't real. And see, and that's what sin is gonna do. Sin is gonna give you an illusion that this is where you need to be to get you in the trap. And once it gets you, you're done. All right. And then I hope I've said something to make sense to somebody, you know, that might help. Well, see, this is see this is what people don't want to acknowledge. We all got free will, man. We all got free will, okay? And when you got free will, that means you can do what you want to do. Just as much of my mama is in me as my father. Because we couldn't be unless we had those two energies. You got a male energy and you got a female energy. That's in you. And it's up to you which one you gonna let be dominant. That's up to you. Because you got both of those energies are in you. So you choose which one you gonna let be dominant. That's your choice. There ain't nobody's choice but yours. You can't blame God for that. God gave you the power to choose. God gave you that choice. So you know you got the two energies in you. It's your choice. Which one you want to be dominant. That's why you know between right and wrong. And show you when you go against who you are. But notice, I want you to notice, those women that embrace that male energy, that masculine energy, look how rough they look. They even take on male qualities. And look at men. When men embrace that feminine, look how feminine they become. You got some men out here that if you wasn't careful, they look just like women. You got some men out here that can pass for women, for a woman. They look just that good. And they wonder why they end up getting killed. When a man think you a woman and then find out you another man, real man ain't gonna let that that ain't gonna sit well with no real man. You can't fool no real man like that. And you have to suffer the consequences. And you come out. I know seriously, man. See, you come out with deceit and trickery and dishonesty, and then when somebody get upset, see, you want to cry foul. That's the problem I have. See, all you fucking transgenders, you come in as a lie, and then when somebody snap on you a lie, you want to cry foul. And you done came in as a lie. You was deceiving. And you got caught. And you want to cry foul. Get your ass up out of here. It's just that simple. And that's what a lot of these jokers are doing. See, they coming up here trying to playing deceit and playing with folk. And then when folk get upset, they want to cry foul. And you just take your lying ass and go sit down somewhere. That's what you do. Take your lying little dick ass and go sit down. That's what you do. You foul that shit. That's how foul you are. And you better hit my cash out, goddammit. You better hit my damn cash app too, shit. That goddamn True Conductor, I can't stand this ass, but here, boy, take this $20. I hope you make it out. They know. They know. I don't play with you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And goddamn, you better support my ass too. Cause I'm gonna tell you the truth. You ain't got to like me, just respect me. That's all. Just respect me. That's all. You ain't got to like me, just respect me. You know, I was showing I had a video the other day when I was down in front of the White House. And this guy came, I smoke crack. I mean, he was all in my face. I smoke crack. I smoke crack. You know, the average person would have freaked out over that. Man, they would have panicked. But that shit don't scare me, man. Put the camera in your face. Shit, let you act a fool. And let me say something to you. People say, well, don't you be scared down when you in them crowds? Nope, I don't. That's why I go in there. Because I ain't scared. And they know I ain't scared. They had, when Trump was in office, they had this fence all the way around the White House. And they moved the perimeter down to I Street. Okay? And two little white girls who were Trump supporters came up in the crowd. Right? And boy, they was wearing them little girls out. You hear me? Wearing them little girls out. And when I saw, I'm gonna show y'all the picture. I got this picture in here. When I saw what was going on, that's when I turned on One Love by Bob Marley. So I went over to the two little girls. I said, listen, y'all need to get the fuck up out of here before you get hurt. That's just what I told them. Y'all need to get the fuck up out of here before you get hurt. Now they had this black woman, she was cussing them out like crazy. And when I tried to get between them and the little girls, she gonna walk up on my ass. And I looked back at her and said, don't fuck with me. I mean, the look made her stop dead in the track. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Stopped her dead in her tracks. Don't mess with me, man. I ain't for that. I ain't for that. See, can I find that picture? And see, that's what you have to do for people sometime, man. You know, you ain't got to say a word. You ain't got to say a word. You can look at them jokers, and they can see he ain't the one. Leave him alone. Leave her alone. It's like, I always told my kids, I said, your handshake is your boundary. And my daughter called me up last week. She said, Daddy, Dubai came by the office and did a presentation. And I shook the man's hand. And he said, ooh, you got a firm handshake. And she said, man, my daddy would be proud that you said that. I said, girl, Dubai? She said, yeah. I said, I'm going. She said, me too. I said, all right. No, man, it's just some things that you just have to be conscious of. And the one thing I'll tell anybody, man, have you a firm handshake. Because when somebody give you that fish like this, that's the one, you ever had somebody that just gave you that as a handshake? They ain't put no grip to it. They just give you this. Man, that's the person you keep, that you listen to me. The person that give you this kind of handshake, that's the one you keep your eyes on. Don't you take your eyes off that person. Okay? Don't you trust that person. Listen to me, y'all. Okay? The person that give you this kind, they don't grip your hand. They give you this kind of handshake. That's the one you keep your eyes on. That's the one you can't trust. Right there. Okay? They let you know up front who they are. Okay? They letting you know they ain't got no heart up front. Because they ain't got no heart, man. They ain't got no heart. They go anywhere the wind blow. Whichever way the wind blow, that's the way they gonna go. I said, that's the one that's gonna turn on. That's the one that lie on you. That's the one that will cheat you. That's the one that will steal from you. Okay? And they telling you up front. Because that's how come their handshake is just like that. They insecure. That's a very insecure person. And when you insecure, you'll do any damn thing. When the pressure comes, when you insecure, you'll do it. And see, that's the sign of a very insecure person. Because they're going to give you this kind of handshake. And a lot of y'all don't even pay that any attention. That's just like, man, listen to me. See, one of the first signs that you know that somebody is uncomfortable with you know what they're going to do? This. They're uncomfortable. Oh, that's just a habit. No, it ain't. That's a closed position. And you notice, whenever they get ready to make their points, they open up. See, to make their points. Then once they make their points, they go right back. See, that's the first sign. When you talking to somebody and they got their arms crossed, see the first red flag, what they uncomfortable about. See, that's the first thing that they come to, man, what they uncomfortable about. Now you're paying attention to what you're talking about. See, because they've shown you some discomfort. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that means. Discomfort. Something they ain't comfortable with. And it's up to you to try to figure out what it is they might be uncomfortable with. And see, because most folk do this out of habit, and you paying attention to it, see, now you're going to start tuning into the conversation. See, that's when you see the discomfort, you're going to start trying to tune in. What is this? What have I said? That's why you always have to, quote unquote, be on top of your game. When you're out here dealing with people, man. You always got to be on top of your game. Because that's just how life is. Because the minute you ain't on top of your game, you're going to miss something. And that happens. You're going to have days that you're going to miss something. See, you're going to have days you ain't going to get it right. You're going to have days you're going to get your butt kicked. You're going to have them days. But see, you can't let them days overwhelm you. You can't let them days influence you. You can't let them days frighten you. You got to keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, you have to keep doing what you're doing. So, I'm gonna, it's 10:10. I'm gonna start putting some of this stuff back in the car. Just in case, I'm gonna start packing it up. So if I got to go, I got to go. It's just that simple. If I got to go, I got to go. Man, I'm grateful, boy, that I made it this far. Yeah, that's the only place I can go, to the White House. That's the only place I can go. Yeah, go down to the White House, man. Head back with my son. You know, be just like I did the other day. See, so, and see, and that's see, this what I be trying to show people that, man, when you trying to be a part of the solution, when you know you got the answer, and people still won't give you a shot. You have to really believe in yourself and what you're doing to keep going back, to keep trying. If I didn't believe in this, man, I would have been gave this up. I would have been Bill. I would have been gave this up. If I didn't believe in what I was doing, you think I was still, even knowing I ain't got nowhere to stay, that I'd still be going down to the White House? Knowing, man, I'm gonna have to sleep in my car tonight. And I'm still right back down there. In case y'all wondering about this person, that just, this is my deceased mom that they're talking about, that they're making fun of. Like, nothing can happen to their mother. So let's just go on and see, can we get that out? Okay? That's how we do that. See, that's the insensitivity, man. That's how cruel people are. People come up and make fun of your deceased mom. You see, and this is what I'm saying to you. This is what I be trying to tell you. Man, sometimes they're gonna get a blow in. Sometimes, man, they gonna get you. Sometimes they're gonna land a blow. And you just have to take the hit and keep it moving. You know? That's all. So, let me start getting this stuff up, man. Let me start packing this stuff up. Okay? Because I don't want to wait till the last minute. And, if I get some money, I'm in. If I don't, I'm out. Just that simple. I ain't worried about it. Can't worry about it. Just take it as it comes, man. And I think my biggest challenge is I got a coupon, man, for $72 a night. That's the thing that I mean, damn. They sent me a coupon, $72 a night, and I can't even use the coupon. I can't even take advantage of the coupon. I got a coupon for $72 a night. Man, I need to be stacking up for that price. Shit, I should go for the rest of the month for $72 a night. You kidding me? Cherry Blossom? $72 a night? Come on, man. This when the season this when they give me to take off. And you give me a coupon with that price? I should be able to put days on top of that, man. At that price, shit, give me the rest of the month. At that price, shit, I wish I could. Man. I ain't lying. Y'all don't know. And saying we in the midst of cherry blossom. This is when cherry blossoms are coming. So the hotel prices go up. And they sent me a coupon that I can get room for $72 a night. And I ran out of money. I ran out of money. When they sent me, when I had some money, they didn't give me. I couldn't get this break. But when I run out of money, then you tell me, oh, we'll give it to you cheaper. Oh boy, life is funny sometimes. Sometimes you have to laugh at yourself, man. Don't take yourself too serious, even when you're going through some shit. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself too serious. Okay? Laugh at yourself. All right? All right. That's it, man. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got, y'all. I just get out here and try. That's all I can do. Let's just try. And let the chips fall where they may. It's disappointing, man. It's hurtful when people don't see your creativity. When people don't see your value. It's a little disappointing. When people don't see your value. You know, when you always got critics and trolls. It does make a difference. It really does. All right. So I'm gonna grab me some breakfast, and I'm gonna pack my stuff up, and 11 o'clock, I'll start putting it in my car. You know, if I get some more money, I'll be back. I'll be back. You know, if you can save my room, save it. I'll be back. And that's how I deal with it. Yeah, and because I don't know what the day holds. See, that's the beauty about this. You don't know what the day holds. See, what's starting out looking like doom and gloom could be roses, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it, man. See, so and maybe this is my downfall, because if you notice, when I talk, rarely do I ask for donations. You know, I just come and just pour out my heart. And my attitude is, if I'm being productive, if I'm being fulfilling, then people will, I shouldn't have to ask if I'm doing my part. And maybe that's wrong thinking on my part. Whereas, I should. But for me, I'd rather just come out and pour out my heart, man. And just talk to people. And if I profit from it, fine. If I don't, man, I done fine-tuned something. See, I might discover something. And listen to me, y'all. Most of your ideas, you're gonna hear them Let me say that again. See, most of your ideas, you're going to hear them. What do you mean, true conductor? You're going to be talking, and you're going to hear what you said, and it's going to spark something. It's going to spark a thought. See, that's where ideas come from. You say something, you hear it, and it sparks a thought. That's your idea. And if you don't think, you hear yourself talking, you're misguided. You hear yourself. You hear everything that you're saying. You hear it with your own ears. And that's how thoughts come in. You say something, sparks a thought. And it could be for the good or it can be for the bad. And like I told you, right now, bad is having its way. All right. It's 10:23. I need to fix me some avocado toast this morning, and and pack my bags up. All right. I'll go back live. Let y'all know what happened. I'll go back live. Let you know. Okay. But right now, I want to put something on my stomach. Okay.